All right, so this is my classroom tour for my 2018-2019 classroom, hopefully for years afterwards. This is my fourth classroom in 13 years of teaching, and this is my door. So I put up my welcome sign that I've always had on my classroom door that my auntie gave to me forever ago, and it's just sentimental. And then an attendance thing, a clipboard on the door, so I will remember to actually take attendance. I put a jolly wreath out that I'm going to leave all year and just exchange at Christmas instead of exchanging them like every season. And I also put our classroom website right on the door. We have a microwave in the hallway because that seems to be a trend. Everybody keeps at least one in the hallway, I think, to share communally. And then I put my scripture-based rules up on the wall with confetti paper. Coming inside of the classroom, I did make some hallways. There's a lot of furniture in this classroom to move around. So this helps just block the view in and out of the classroom. There's less distractions that way. And it doesn't have like the messy clutter of all this art supplies and that kind of thing being right in my face all the time. Although they are actually very clean right now. Like for the first 2 weeks of school, it'll be tidy. And then these are our QR codes to look at student portfolios right on the way in the door. So if parents come to visit, they can see them. On our shelf here, we have all kinds of art supplies, pull-out stuff, so that kids who are coming in and going, like with an IA for pull-out, would be able to just grab their supplies and go. It's also where the winter gear is kept. On this shelf, I have just more like art supplies and manipulatives for math and things. We have indoor lockers, which one I noticed were rusted at the bottom, which made me think like, oh, I bet they're putting wet snow pants in there, and also made me worried about what the smell must be like in the winter. So I put hooks on the outside of them, hopefully to hang up snow pants come winter and cut down on the smell. At the back of the room, we have our mailboxes here. We have my professional library on these back shelves down low and out of sight. I have my pull-out desk at the back where my IA will primarily sit if I get a classroom IA this year, and where also I have a new idea for how I'm going to do catch-up work and breaking the reading block into 2 blocks and having one of them for 15 minutes be a catch-up time where I can pull those kids who need extra assistance. We have a map of Canada, and behind that is a map of the world. I have a ribbon marker here that has numbers 1 through 24. I saw this on Pinterest about numbering students just to keep things more organized in the classroom. And also it really does cut down on setup time, that in the first week I'm not going to have to be writing names on everything because everything's numbered. I have some of their workout for the first day of school. We always do these lunch bags, and we do a grade 6 star form, which I just realized right now I'll have to change to grade 5. At the back, we also have our classroom library on the turning sheet and our medicine wheel for the local Cree colors. And then here's where all of our school supplies are going and art supplies. So kids who need extra markers and pencils and that kind of thing can get them from down there. In the corner, I created another hallway with these file cabinets to hide the kitchen stuff. So I have 2 microwaves, one I bought myself. So having it tucked away in the classroom means that we don't have to run out of the classroom if I want to like warm up my coffee. But tucking it behind a little hallway means I'm not always looking at the kitchen stuff. It's also where I can hide some extra furniture here. Tables I don't know that I want to get rid of yet, but that I don't want out in the middle of the room. Over here I have my teaching area, so there's that hallway that I talked about, the 2 shelves, or 2 file cabinets. This file cabinet is where I keep teachers' files and student portfolios, and then this is our classroom store, this file cabinet. At the front is where I put my desk. Last year I had the opportunity to put my desk at the front of the room, and I really loved it because it makes me feel more part of the community and the conversation. It also really helps with using the Ladybug, one of the few pieces of technology we can use, because when I'm using it, I can actually see their faces and whether or not they understand what I'm doing, as opposed to looking at the back of their heads. Over here we have our smart board and the cubbies where I keep all their duotangs and things. I have people grouped generally in 2 with 2 options for solo seating. And I have our day board over here. That is our resources that we use, like atlases and readers and that kind of thing, all of us together. And that is generally my classroom for this year. I feel pretty well set up and ready to change over to planning for changing into a new grade. I'm going from grade 6 to grade 5, and I'm excited to get started on some of that planning that, like the math in LA, I think is going to be pretty similar, but changing the socials and science, I definitely need to do some background research on the weather. But that is my home sweet home for hopefully several more years. Thank you for watching.